Peter, hurry up.
Annabelle, at 6 in the morning, any normal teenager would want to know why. I mean, where?
Hi guys, hi everybody,
Peter.
hi Zappers, hi. Well, as you can see, we're on our way to the Klaseri Game Reserve, so why don't you come along and join us? Come on guys, quickly, let's go. It's hard to believe that just under 200 years ago, the whole of the Transvaal was an untamed wilderness.
That's right, Peter. And now in 1992, many groups and organizations are fighting to protect and preserve what little wildlife remains.
We're searching for the spirit of the Great Heart with help from Johnny Clegg and Savuka with the soundtrack from the movie Jock of the Bushveld.
The world is full of strange behavior. Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try. But I'm searching for a great heart to stand me by underneath the African sky. A great heart to stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and keep me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart under African skies. There's a highway of stars across the heavens. There's a whispering song of the wind.
Annabelle, do you know where we are?
The White Rock.
No. First is the highest point of the railway line in South Africa. It's 6,900 feet above sea level.
Oh, that's fair. It doesn't feel very high.
Well, it is. Believe me, it is.
Hi there Zappers, we've just passed through the Abel Erasmus Pass and you can see behind us on the mountains that green color. Well, that's actually lichen and it's really stunning with the sun falling onto the mountains. Absolutely amazing.
Yes, very hot sun. Very dry. Very
Chris
hot.
is really dying for a very cold drink, so I think let's go get to it.
No, not a cold drink, a cold drink.
A cold drink.
Klaseri is a privately owned game reserve bordering the Kruger National Park, with the Olifantsrivier as its boundary. 60,000 hectares of unspoiled bushveld, 30 kilometers long and 20 kilometers wide.
A recent game count showed that Klaseri has 30,000 larger mammals. Well, with Kirsten here, that's 30,001. Ow! Ah! Ow! Make that 30,000 larger mammals, including 20,000 impala, 6,000 blue wildebeest, 2,300 zebra, 1,500 giraffe, 100 elephant, and of course lions, leopards, and other predators.
Aren't you having second thoughts?
No, I believe the guides are really excellent and well equipped.
Well, guys, we've made it. Let's introduce you to our hosts and find out what we'll be doing for the next few days. Hi, John, Theo, and Yaku.
Hello.
Nice to be here.
Now, Zappers, I know that John's arranged this really exciting competition for you guys at home. So, John, please tell us more.
Yes, certainly. But first, I would like to welcome all the ZAPMAG crew who've come down here to see how we do our field guide training program. And the Wilderness Trust is very happy to be able to give, as one of their prizes, a free basic training course to somebody over the age of 17.
And it's valued at 1,100 Rand. With me, I've got two students who have not only completed the basic course, but also the advanced course. Guys, tell me a bit about the basic course. Why did you actually go on it?
To learn more about the bush, which will enable me to make a positive contribution towards conservation.
To improve my bush knowledge and to actively get involved in field guiding and thereby educating people.
Yes, that's quite correct. But we're also giving away one more prize for a Zapper and a friend under the age of 17 to spend a few days at the Lapalala Wilderness School.
This prize is valued at 264 Rand per person, so pay attention as we will be giving the question and the address to send your entries to at the end of the program.
Oh, well done, Peter.
Kirsten, I've apologized. Now please, just leave me alone.
Now, remember that the answer to the question will be in the program, and there are also 30 consolation prizes of birdwatch that will be given away.
When you are in the bush, you take nothing out of the bush, except memories, and you leave nothing in the bush except your footprints, which will very soon blow away. Right, now I'll tell you a little bit about this basic course that we're going to be doing. As you can see, I've got some of the subjects involved here: ecology, tracking, and navigation. So what we are actually doing is getting you used to bush familiarization, how to recognize in the bush, how to use the bush, and be able to tell other people about it. One of the most important aspects of field guiding is to be able to recognize spoor in the veld.
Why is this, John?
Well, for two main reasons. One is to be able to tell the people what is going on in the veld, and the other is for the safety factor, so you don't walk into any problems.
So from the tracking you could find animals wherever you wanted?
Yes, you've got to,
look for them.
that's right. You've got to be observant all the time, so that any new item of interest might come right in front of you.
Can you tell from the tracks how old they might be, when the animals were, which way they were going, what they were doing?
Yes, this is all part of the skill, to be able to see how old the animal, how long ago the animal was there, where he's going, was he injured, is he healthy, is he running, and so on. But this takes training and practice. Having followed the spoor backwards, what I've found is this: the leopard had ambushed or crept up to that young impala, caught him here. All right? And this is obviously where the strangulation took place. Killed the little guy here. Can you see that?
How do you know?
All the scuff marks. And the spoor doesn't continue this way first. And then he's disappeared.
But, John, surely this is really dangerous because surely they can all smell it.
Yes, absolutely.
So aren't they all going to come here?
Absolutely.
All right, Zappers, now one of the things that you learn on this course is navigational skills. Hey, Peter.
That's absolutely right, Renee. Behind us is a termite hill, which, can you believe, shows direction. It'll show you the way of west of north, the way it's leaning. Isn't that amazing, Zappers? Well, there you go.
Yeah, Annabelle, the worst thing about this whole tour is having to keep quiet all the time.
I think we're actually managing, Kristen.
Just.
Slow. One of the things we do teach on the basic and particularly the advanced courses is that the bush has a certain amount of depth to it. It's not only birds, trees, animals, sand and so on. We do actually show people how to use the veld, how it can benefit you as a human being. Renee, watch out here. Just look at this. This is why you've got to be so observant in the bush. You've got to look out for things like this. Now, this is the skin of a boomslang. Okay?
Yeah.
In fact, if you come down very slowly, move away. There he is in the tree. Okay? You can see it's a juvenile boomslang. Okay, he's going away.
Yeah. Steering clear of snakes is not my forte.
What's happened here?
What's going on?
I don't know,
What?
something bit me. Oh, it's sore.
Lie down.
Oh, it's sore.
What? A snake.
Get
something to put a head on.
No.
Okay, just calm down, Kristen.
Okay.
Calm down, it's sore.
Calm down.
I've shown you how to do
Okay.
this. Now take it down. Take it easy.
Alright.
Calm down.
Okay, just calm down. All right. Okay. All right. Now this was an enactment of what should happen or what you could do in the case of a snake bite. So, why did we do all this?
Well, what you were doing here, you were slowing down the movement of the venom from the actual puncture mark up into the vital organs of the body. And the way you do that is with a pressure bandage.
Michael Tietman, ta-da!
Well then, Zappers, one of the things that you know we learn on the basic course is tracking.
It's really amazing. You can find anything. Look
Ah,
here.
come, just have a look at this. Eh?
Oh, here we have a lion spoor. No, that's not good. We don't need that.
That's buffalo.
No,
What
doesn't
the
it?
heck?
Oh,
Hyena.
okay.
Hyena.
There's a hyena.
There's kudu.
What's
Ah,
that?
look at it.
Homo sapien, female,
Female.
going in that direction.
Let's go.
Renee.
The world needs a friend to love and depend on in times of trouble. The world has hope yet, and if we children let it, and if we do it right, together we can make the world a better place, because the world's best friend is you guys out there. You know, there are a lot of environmentally conscious books out there, like Environmentally Yours, about the greenhouse effect, or this really cute true story called The Otter's Tale, or this classic, The Call of the Wild. So remember, guys, if you can't get into the wild can always come to you in the form of a good book.
Yeah. Ah, Peter, yeah, give us some water, please.
Oh, that's good. I'm really thirsty.
Sure thing, guys. How much is it worth to you?
Oh.
Peter, that's not funny. You can get water anywhere.
Well, then go and get some.
Oh, I'm not jamming.
Come on.
Ah, so even water has a value.
Such
Peter.
a businessman, aren't you?
No, not really. But for you zappers at home who are interested or involved in money, why don't you enter the Nedbank Top Entrepreneurs competition?
Oh, yes, now I remember. You can get all the details of the competition if you watch Techies next week. There's some really great prizes to be won.
That's right. Techies, Tuesdays, 4:30 p.m.
That's a lovely speech, Peter. Now, can you please have some
Oh,
water?
yeah.
Well, okay, I know how you guys don't have money, so let's work on an exchange basis.
Yeah,
What do
get
you
on
mean?
with
What
it,
do
get
you
on with
mean?
it.
Kirsten, okay, you can make me some coffee tomorrow night, and Renee, you can do the dishes.
Yeah,
Oh, whatever you
and
say. Just give me the
Annabelle,
water,
well,
please.
you can make my bed if you want.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I hear you people have got problem with water. Okay, come on, show you how we got to find some in the bush. Let's go.
Peter behind.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Right, I told you we're going to go and try and find some water. Now this is one way you can do it, by watching the behavior of animals. Now what we've got here is we've seen where elephants have been walking in the riverbed and where they've actually dug a hole and to produce water. They are incredible at finding water, so if you watch them, they will be able to find water for you.
It was amazing. It was scary, and I can actually feel my heart right up in my throat. It was lovely, really beautiful.
Yes, you know, when you are operating on foot, this is how we train guides. You are able to share these special moments, being quite close to a bull elephant like that, and be able to watch exactly how he behaves.
Stay tuned to ZAPMAG.
You know, one of the most interesting sights I saw, I was lucky enough to see it one day. I was watching a mother cheetah actually training her cubs how to hunt. And what she did was she caught a hare as it was running, but she wouldn't kill it. She held it, then she let it go. And one of the baby cubs had to go and catch it.
Yeah.
And then she'd hold it back, and another one had to go and catch it like this. So they're using this hare the whole time to train the little guys how to actually catch it. They never actually killed it. Well, eventually they got a hold of it and killed it. But what she was doing is actually teaching the youngsters how to catch this thing.
That seems so cruel, John. Why didn't you do anything about it?
Well, what could I do, really? What I was actually witnessing there was a normal act of nature.
Well, it seems so cruel.
It does seem cruel. This is one of our biggest problems that we have. We try to control things. Instead of, we should actually try and be a part of all this nature. Instead of trying to help out, and what we think is being helpful is actually damaging the situation.
So what can we as teenagers do to help?
My advice to the young people now is people like yourselves who are aware of what we're trying to do out here, is to become educated in it.
Yeah.
We in the Wilderness Trust, we have the Lapalala Wilderness School where we educate the young people, and we have the Clive Walker Trails where we educate the adults. And so altogether we are an educational organization. We show the people what happens out there, how it works. It's like a mechanic. He will never be able to fix a motor car unless he knows how it works.
Of course.
So education is the prime factor there.
John, why is there so much emphasis placed on wildlife and the environment?
Sir Lawrence van der Post, you've heard of him?
Yeah.
No.
He's one of the most dedicated conservationists we have in South Africa. He's an incredible gentleman. He was saying it is one of our prime tasks to preserve the continuity of creation. Now there's a man who's got this summed up absolutely beautifully.
Yeah.
John, how do you see the future in conservation and wildlife in South Africa?
Well, fortunately, we have a very big head start on this whole thing. We've been primed. Our forefathers have created this Kruger National Park, which was an inroad into conservation, looking after the natural flora and fauna. And it's up to us to now try and carry on and run with it. Now, the future of it, once again, comes from the earlier question there, is education. If we educate our people now, right in the simple things like pick up bits of paper, don't throw orange peels on the ground, starting right at the grassroots, understand nature, how it works, and you progress from there.
But John, that seems like such a difficult job, conservation. Are there any career opportunities in it?
A lot of people think it's very much a closed door. And South Africans, being very much an outdoor people, they love to be out camping, hiking, fishing, swimming, whatever. And there are so many young people wanting to be involved in conservation somehow. Now, there are doors open. There's the scientific side of it. People go to university and they study. There's the diplomas, research. There's even tourism. Look at Kruger National Park as a tourist factor. Many, many people involved in tourism. Then, of course, there's our side here, where we are involved in environmental education, the Field Guides training program, which is a part of it. We are teaching people to be guides and educators out in the field.
Thank you very much, John.
It's been lovely talking to you. Thanks.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure, but I would have much more thanks if you could actually appreciate and learn more from the experience that you're going to have here.
Definitely.
Perfect night, eh? No radio,
Lovely. Yeah.
no TV, it's just perfect.
It's amazing the sounds you can hear when in the bush.
It's only because you're quiet and you're listening. What was that? What was that?
Don't worry, don't worry. It's just something I've arranged for the guys at home.
There's a highway of stars across the heavens. There's a whispering song of the wind in the grass.